Salutation, darlings. Azure Wing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Last time, we helped a clockmaker and their brother in Mega Mecha Mealy Mart. Did I say that right? I think I said it right. But yes, now this time, actually she's dressed for Fontaine, so. On, hello, good morning. Ah, yes. It's like I'm finally able to stream again. Ah, yes. This time, I'm finally playing Genshin again. It's been a while. We're doing studies in Light and Shadow. A Fontaine of Enchantment. So, let's see what this guy needs. Have faith in yourself, Burleson. Have faith. All the tools have been prepared. Just need to go underwater. Yes, underwater. Go there and prove that these tools are reliable, and your work will be complete. What you doing? Where did you come from? I didn't hear you coming at all. Almost fell into the water. You know, if I hadn't regained my balance, the future of photography in Fontaine would have gone down the water. I didn't expect you to react that intensely. Sorry about that. Wait, don't you know how to swim? And you're from Fontaine, aren't you? Who said that people from Fontaine must know how to swim? Not every person from Liyue can cook, and not every Mondstatter is a poet. Whatever. Um, I went through all this effort to get diving apparatus. Today, I must go underwater to take some photos. Pictures. Oh, so that's what's going on. Is there something special about this camera? Special? I, Barrison Cartier, modified the camera personally. That is why it's special. The modification techniques are strict and ingenious, and I only use the very finest materials. The lens is countless times better than those you'll find on any other cameras. Indeed, there will be no loss in image quality, even if you go underwater. Oh, really? But those people in the camera club, they don't care about my new techniques. Oh, poor thing. About my new techniques at all. They claim that the key to photography lies in the skill of the photographers themselves and not their tools. That's definitely a mix of both situation. Like, sure, you definitely, sure. Like, sure, you definitely, goodness gracious. Almost. Yeah, ba-da-ba. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Like, sure, you wanna... What are you doing, Minnow? Sorry, distracted. Cat's playing with some stuff. Anywho. Ew, come on, Barrison, believe in yourself. Believe. The water is warm and comfy, and it's definitely not full of man-eating fish. It most certainly is full of many man-eating fish. Will this time suit really work? Oh, it suddenly explode underwater. Oh, after I shall be dragged into the watery depths, never to be seen again. Oh, Archons. If you really can't do it, I can help you. Really? Would you do this? Would you aid me? A most generous soul you are, indeed, my savior. Well, I'll need to... Oh, bro. Lumaine is like, I'm willing to help, but don't forget, this is a job. according to guild rules. Well, of course I wouldn't be making you do this for free. Your recompensation will be rich, trust me. Oh, yes. Alright, allow me to mark some good underwater scenery on your map. There are also some on land. That should be around here. This is brand new equipment after all. Wouldn't hurt to test them out a few more spots. Alright, this will do. Fontaine's technical photography feature and my vision for camera tools in your capable hands. I shall, wait for you on the shore. Okay, so we're getting a special underwater camera. Use Barrison's special camera to record the target object. When you take a photo, if the field of view contains the object you need to record, information related to it will be displayed. Adjust the camera distance and zoom to more easily record said objects. You can take photos of anything that meets the relevant requirements. If you cannot find anything that should be recorded, you can try searching the area Barrison recommended. Okay. So it seems that today's adventure is a photography hunt. Sure. Good new temporary number 1. Barrison and his camera. He took a picture. He spotted. Hello, random fisher dude. I expected so many strange objects could be fished out of the water before I first learned how to fish. Telling me about the strange objects he spoke of? Fishermen often say fishermen can catch anything, not just fish. Thought that was a joke, but to be honest, it turns out there really is such a person in sewer. No matter what water body he goes to, bait or equipment he uses, he always catches, well, not fish. What an enviable ability. That I thought that simply being able to catch clockwork fish here in Fontaine was already quite amazing. If the things we catch define a fisherman's world, then his world truly is vibrant and full of life. Enough talk, I should do my best as well. Good luck! Thank you, I'm still new to this. I only managed to fish out some plants. But someone told me that the algae are actually plants. I don't know much about that. Not much importance anyway. Take these. Oh, the algae.
If it wasn't for fishing, I'd never have known such things existed in Tibet.
What random quest over here? Sorry, distracted, but also, what random thing? Oh, it's this dude! Right. I was like, what marking? It's the dude who broke a thing. Admittedly, I think it was by accident. He broke something by accident, and then he was buried in this hole. I remember. Oh, the poor fool. Oh, he broke a buoy, I think it was. A kind of synchromatic Fontaine from mirror apparatus. 3 different kinds of xenochromatic Fontaine apparats. Okay. Alright, mystery thing is mystery thing is mystery thing. Xenochromatic. Is it a fish? Oh. I want a good picture of this. say, I absolutely love this little fella's zooming. But yeah, I absolutely love the underwater environment. Ice and underwater areas have always been my favorite in video games. Also sky element areas. I've always wondered, what are these things? Before I go messing with that, I got to say hello to the sea flap. Those things heal you? Right, what happens if we go underneath them? Hmm. Third time's the charm? Like I said, I've never actually messed with one of them. Oh! Mysterious core. Okay, this is taken from a mysterious machine, although it appears to be a gear. It is in fact a gear-shaped core. It is very mysterious indeed. Okay. Oh, the more you know. Oh, 3 different kinds. Oh, goodness. Hello, little friend. Come back. Why were you up there? Give me a moment. Why are you up there? Oh, goodness gracious. Switcheroo. Cat's just climbing on one of my desks. Thankfully, nothing breakable is on it. Okay, I got a manta ray. Hello, Minnow. Okay. And I got another mysterious core. Here, let's see, I got a sea flap and a crab. What else are there? Oh, there's a little doo-doo-doo. Nothing. Yeah. There's little bubbly boos. Hello, Minnow. Just alright. Alright. Photograph 2 kinds of clockwork mecha. I'm sorry, what's this dramatic music? Yeah, bro, I'm like a mile away. Like trying to see if there's any of those clockwork machines in the area. these count? That is a question. Do these count? Well, they count as something. Clockwork Mecha. Alright. So we got some Mecha Sea Clubs. That is going the... Well, I mean, technically it's going the right way. Yeah, I think it'll be best to just go on land. Mean, mean, mean. Hmm. Aha! Mecha dog. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good dog. Oh, got a roly-poly. Huh? Oh, chased out of the garden by the angry old man. You... Me? Hello? Villains! You recreant villains! That's right! Run, run, far away! Far, far away! To the other side of the mountain! To the city alleys, and make sure I don't see you! What's going on? Nothing serious. Hero ran away again. Happens all the time. Just say the word Inception and off Hero takes. This time, Prince and Princess fled too. They not tripped when taking care of the flower field previously, leaving me with yet an unhealed healed leg injury. Dealing with those three rascals would have been easy. Are you mountaineers? If you'd like to place to rest your feet, you can sit a while in the house. I shall treat you I shall treat you in a bit once I have brought those three rapscallions back by their scruffs. Yes, and we have vowed to conquer every high peak into that. I mean, we are just passing through it, but also climb every mountain. Wait, we vowed that? Paimon definitely wasn't consulted. Let's introduce ourselves all the same. Paimon's Paimon, she's Azorwing. We're adventurers, and if you're looking for people, there's no one more experienced than us. If your legs aren't feeling too good, then leave the searching to us. Adventurers? Then why don't you wear those green uniforms? Not everyone has to wear our outfit, or rather, we're such experienced adventurers that we can just wear whatever we want. I see. I suppose the services of seasoned adventurers should also come with the requisite payment. All right then, good children, call me Earnshaw. I would be okay, child. You okay? Goodness, cat, you almost fell off the desk. You okay? I'd be most grateful for your help. So you're looking for hero, prince, and princess. Those don't sound like normal names. Are those nicknames for kids? Hey, they're dogs. Huh. Really? They sound like rather kitty names? My daughter named them. If it was not for her raising hue and cry, I would not have her rising hue and cry. I would not have raised such delicate creatures. When they were still pups, they were quite silly and rather cute, but they quickly grew into disobedient rascals. Tried to control them a little, and they resist and they flee. Don't go very far, of course, but one does need to retrieve them all the same. Ah, for a hero to fear something like a tooth inspection. What a joke. Won't they come back once they get hungry? They might awaken the wild spirit in their blood, return to the mountain forest, and become apex predators. That would be a pretty cool story, wouldn't it? No, no, rules must remain rules. If we let them off once, they'll do this at the second and third time. And once they get used to doing ill, they will not change for the better easily. Uh, They're just little doggies, aren't they? Do you really have to be so strict with them? Yes. Well, they do have a bad example to follow. That silly daughter of mine left home several years ago and hasn't returned. Well, if they had done exactly as she had, that would have saved me some time. But if she were to return and find her precious dogs, whom she raised to hell to just to own, gone, she'd bawl for all she's worth, even though this is all her fault anyway. Sounds like we walked into a family issue. Better not ask further. All right then, so we just need to bring them back home, right? Yes, the forests are dangerous, and get even more so at night. Those dogs do not know how delicate they are. Even if they do not love it, they are safer in here. Heroes run off to the north. For an old dog to still be so playful, seriously. It also pauses to forage for food along the path. Don't go easy on it. You'll get in real trouble if it eats something bad. If it refuses to leave, harden your heart and take the food it got from action Archon knows where away. Should give it the signal it's time to go home. The other two haven't gone far, they're just munching about in the flower garden. Just tell them to get back here and that should do. Oh, it sounds simple. Just leave it to us. Wait here, Earnshaw. We'll be right back. Careful about the flowers, by the way. Don't tread on them. Gotcha, will do. Don't tread on the flowers, right? I'll never mind Paimon, but his Orwing's pretty agile, too. Hello? Minna just climbed into my arms to take a nap.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Oh no. Oh, all the birds just decided to scatter. Like, rude? Here it is. I'd be hiding amidst the flowers. Right. Oh, wind. Good doggies, playtime's over. Time to go home. Alright, back home you go. The next one. That leaves us with just one more. I mean, he said that his dog's gone up the mountain. Waka waka.
Good. Leave nothing of value behind.
I am very confused. Oh, here he is. Joe said that he won't move their food around. Looks like that's true. Suspicious fowl. Like, let's collect here first. The dog probably won't leave otherwise. Nope. Walk alongside him. Gotta corral him. Seem to be Fontaine birds around.
Check this out.
Okay. Nice, now that they're all gone home. Done right. Let's go look for our shop. Hello? Thought that this would be easier. Who knew they'd be so conspiracious? Well, children, I hope you understand now that the more conspiracious they are, the more we need to teach them the rules. Well, at least you remembered not to shade the flowers. If only you could also fly. If anyone would, that would have made things a little easier. Well, if you were tired, just rest here before going. Come, let's have some of the tassels ring about while you're at it. Goodies, but oh, we shouldn't. This doesn't seem right. Come on now. Do you not trust my skills? I would not speak for other dishes, but I'm very confident in my ragout, at least. Oh no, Paimon would worry is one who's not kind of following the rules or something. Labor deserves reward. So this is what you're owed her your efforts. You need to keep your strength up after all, and you're adventurers, so you'll need the energy all the more. As for your payments, for the official commission, I will give it to you later. I believe the guild rules indicate as much. In that case, don't mind if we do. The old man's an invitation, you enjoy some regret. Well, it's not exactly a masterpiece. It warms the soul nonetheless. A meal after some honest work always tastes especially good. And the regret was, well, it had a real homey feel, eh? The ingredients and the methods of cooking were nothing quite curious. Yep, it was normal, but it tastes really good. Of course, even my silly daughter has naught but praises for this dish. Just a whiff of it would send her running to this table, putting all of her complaints aside. But she's very far away now, and I fear she can't smell my ragarat any longer. I'd wager that she's even forgotten the way home, in fact. You know, if you don't mind telling us what she looked like, we could find her for you. We're good at that, remember? If we meet her in our travels, that is. Ah, you truly are good-hearted children. Thank you. In truth, it would not be hard for me to find her. She did go get someone to send me some letters previously. But I reckon she doesn't think she's at fault. Why else would she only send letters but not return home? As such, I haven't read a single one of her letters. In fact, I haven't opened a single one. We did. We can overlook the folly of animals wherever you take except from a human, fully grown one, no less. Speaking of which, she hasn't sent any others recently. Perhaps she's finally grown tired of trying to get a raise out of me. Regardless, I shall not hire people specifically to bring her back. She can either admit fault and return herself, or not at all. Okay, if you say so. All the same, thank you for helping bring Hero and the others back. Their payment isn't much, even with the ragarat added in. So take both, would you? You adventurers often sleep out in the wild, don't you? Well, remember to eat and well and dress warmly. Don't starve or catch a chill. Yep, and you take care of your leg too, Earnshaw. See you. Take good care of yourselves. Dripping kid, why not take a load off? Put your feet up for a bit. Thanks, how is Hero and the others? Well, they're fine, by which I mean they're always making me worry. What's new? At least they're alive and kicking, which means they're healthy. It's always a good thing. Alright, let's be a bit nosy. Has your daughter returned home? Don't even talk about it. That stubborn girl, I don't think she ever intended to come back. It's like, I felt a little bad. But at the same time, I'm like, it sounds like she just wanted to get out of like a small town situation. Wanted to go to the city, see something new. Oh yes, the spider. That's enough. It's 4 different ones. Survey, harvester, recon log, underwater survey meg. Interesting. One species of Fontaine canines. Oh. Gentleman poodle, lady poodle, guard poodle. Oh. I'm like hoping in the tried and true method of let's leave and come back. to. Okay, instead of just randomly leaving and coming back, let's try to set this thing up to fly. Nice. Oh, we seem to be going somewhere. I do like that you can just, like, walk on this. Even though we're going back and forth, we don't lose. Oh, anomaly detected. Oh my gosh. There we go. We're going places. Where exactly are we going? I honestly don't quite know. Hmm? Well, never let it be said that you need to be inside the blimp. Oh, there's a chest up there. It's a precious one, too. And yes, I saw the Hydrolicious. I think there might even be two. Oh. Destination reached? Awesome.
Restock and press onward.
Scenic attraction. The large relay station and Arton Broger aircraft. New Broger aircraft? What's the relay station? Yes. Ding. 8. Anywho, I don't remember this did. Oh, Now, this is a most serendipitous meeting, won't you agree, my dear Luca? Hmm. Who are you? Apologies, look at me beginning to converse without even introducing myself. I'm sorry. The one they sometimes call the white. I'm sorry. I'm Sunny, the one they sometimes call the white glove. My friend here is Luca, the fisherman. He's pretty famous in certain circles. Hello, Paimon is. Oh, it's all right. And this, I know that you're a Paimon, and this blonde traveler is a Zorwing. Huh? You know us already? But of course, it's just before today that my knowledge of you was much like my knowledge of the Chief Justice. In other words, I knew of you, but you did not know of me. With your fame and accomplishments, it's only natural that news of your arrival would reach us as soon as you step foot in Fontaine. We're that famous. Ah, you're too humble. How should I put it? To certain people, your arrival in Fontaine would be seen as if someone had just set off a bomb on the stage of the opera eclipse. Oh, a big deal, you might say. Of course, I mean this only in only the most positive way. Don't you agree, my dear Luca? But how can a bomb going off ever be a good thing? I'm not very good with words. How would you put it, dear my dear Luca? Lenny and Lynette's The Magic Show, blasting everything wide open to accomplish the impossible. Spine-tingling experiment. Precisely. See, I never would have thought to put it like that. If you say so. Why are you called the White Glove, though? Paimon doesn't see a glove at all. Oh, now that's our question. How should I explain? Imagine, if you will, that you were wearing a white glove. If something dirty were to get on your hand, then a dark mark would be left on the glove. My duty would be to find that dark mark and remove it from view. So you're something like a cleaner? Exactly, my dear Paimon. See, I was never able to sincerely summarize the nature of my work. So people like you are the reason why the streets of the court of Fontaine are always so well kept and tidy. That's what I like to hear. Yes, you may understand it like that. Okay, that makes sense to Paimon, but why would a cleaner need a knife? You may think of it as a small tool of the trade that would bring out when marks are particularly hard to remove. Got it, thanks. So, is your friend Lance here, Luca the fisherman? Your what? Is your friend Luca here, Luca the fisherman, because he's really good at fishing? That's only part of the story, I'm afraid. See, there are many kinds of fish in Fontaine as well, and Luca here is really experienced at teaching people to spend some quality time with all the different kinds of fish. Am I right, my dear Luca? Paimon doesn't get it. If that's the case, then I think they kill people, Paimon. They remove them, if you will. I must say, dear Paimon, you really got the knack for asking the most difficult and fascinating questions. It would be most wonderful if we could have a longer conversation, where I would be able to answer everything to your full satisfaction. Paimon, it's okay to stop asking. Anything we can help with? You see, we're extremely intrigued by the practice of diving. Fontaine's water are full of priceless treasures left by nature and our ancestors alike. I heard that you had made a good friend recently and even went for a dive with him. Your powers were such that you didn't even need to use any diving equipment. Isn't that right, my dear Luca? You want to ask about Virgil? Yes, we want to ask about Virgil. Virgil, that liar and traitor. Just remembering him makes Paimon mad. You can't rate your experience with Virgil to Sunny, the White Glove, and Luca, the fisherman. I see, I see. Thank you for telling us all of this. You're welcome. Paimon hasn't forgotten a single thing about the guy. We are, of course, exceedingly grateful that you're willing to share that whole story with us. However, from my own perspective, I'm even more relieved that you did not consider Virgil to be a friend. If that hadn't been the case, maybe I can put it like this: had you seen him as a friend, then things would have become quite awkward for both of us. Isn't that right, my dear Luca? It could make things difficult. I agree, I agree. Thank you so much. Yes. So the Virgil is their enemy, and an enemy of an enemy is a friend. What are you talking about? They're Virgil's enemies. Ah, your words wound me, my lovely lady. I have many friends and not a single enemy. Virgil is just one of my many friends. And yes, Virgil is one of his friends in a way of keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, eh? And speaking of dear Virgil, I think it's about time that we have a serious talk with him. Surely you understand what I mean, dear Zorwing. Of course, this is also so that we can get back at him for what he's done to you. This is the least we can do for our honored guests, you think? My month's last. White gloves, that's all you have to know. It's okay to not understand. Okay. I've already found the stronghold of Virgil and the rest of his friends. Why don't we meet up there? Why do we also need to go? My lovely lady, with how much Virgil has run you, we cannot possibly have our conversation with him without informing you of our plans beforehand. See, Luca agrees as well. Finally wants to talk to Virgil too. He has to make a formal apology to us. You're too kind. Then let's meet up at a destination. Ah yes, in case you're forgetting, Virgil's a dude that was like, oh yo, there's treasure in this one place if you want to come diving with us. And we were like, oh yeah, sure, that sounds fun. And then he proceeded to lock us in with a giant mech and was like, yeah, I'll collect the stuff off of your dead body. Anywho, he was very quite rude. Anywho, very quite rude. Elevator?
Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Please watch your step.
That's there. I want to go here to get the other picture of the birds. I do want to get a picture of those little red birds. There's. So we got a picture of that one. This is a pigeon. You know, to be fair, some pigeons are really pretty. Some. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Oh. Oh, there he is. Oh, I saw him for a minute. I do love the just schools of fish that you just see. Oh, here. I've been here a few times, actually. Dear Paimon and my lovely lady. This is the stronghold that Virgil has been using as of late. I swear. Why is Virgil not back yet? He's just gonna keep us waiting. I might not be able to hold myself back from the shipment of synth. Oh. Hey, cut it out. That shipment took us an arm and a leg to get. Virgil, we have no mercy for you if you just take. Virgil will have no mercy for you if you just take it without his permission. A pity. It would seem that my dear friend Virgil still hasn't returned to the stronghold yet. We can still have a chat with these guys, however. That doesn't look like they're in the mood for a chat. I think they may change their minds soon enough. What do you think, my dear Luca? No problem. Hey, are you sure that that'd be no problem? Paimon thinks they'll probably just try to beat you up. Oh no, you're too considerate, dear Paimon. Something like that would be the most unfortunate indeed. For them, of course.
That's okay. Hey! Cyclone! Got a situation.
Okay.
Hunter becomes such a
Take flight!
Don't get too close.
What are you like? Fisherman. Paimon's just like so confused. Guess what are we doing, Pai? Oh look, it's Virgil. I just sit down!
Yeah! Embrace the ice! Whirling snow!
That's actually looking hilarious.
My apologies! Ha! Ha! Whirling snow! Yeah!
Please let me explain. This is all a misunderstanding. Mr. Sunny, see, we only got into this business because we heard the more would be made. There was more to be made, and since the higher ups didn't agree, we figured we could just earn some of the money first, and earn all of the profits over. Yeah, that's exactly it. He's totally ignoring Paimon. I have no complaints against the organization at all. Right? I was also tricked by these crooks. That's the only reason why at all I did something so foolish. Impressive, very impressive. Zorwing, you are every inch as strong as the stories have made you out to be. Don't you agree, my dear Luca? Ah, super strong, indeed. Incredibly formidable. Please, if you still remember anything about the time we spent together, Mr. Sony, Mr. Luca. Oh, please, no, please. Luca, our guests are still here. Let's not do anything that might bring down their mood. Understood. See the errors in your way now, Virgil? Ah, it was my fault. It was all my fault. Please have mercy. Okay, at least you admitted you've done something wrong. Now make sure you won't do it again. My dear Virgil would never do something like that again, Paimon. Azorwing, I can promise you on the honor of Sony the White Glove, as well as that of my father and son. What are you gonna do now, if you don't mind me asking? Life can often become extremely boring when you understand everything in this world. Isn't that right, my lovely lady? And if you must know, we will have a long and very serious chat with him. We will not take any more of your time, however. Thank you so much, Sony and Luca. It seems there are more good than bad people in Fontaine after all. Farewell, my dear Paimon and my lovely lady. I hope that there will come a day when we'll be able to work together again. Dear Virgil, you put us through a lot of trouble. Now then, what should we do with you? So sorry. This won't do. This won't do at all. You know full well time flies. It's now too late for you to turn back. Our organization just has a justice code on all on our own, and none of our most important. And one of our most important rules is that there are some trades that you just never do. But, Mr. Sony, please just listen to me. The profit margin on this, it's just. Ah, not this again. More, more, more. Is there anything you care about other than more? What about your pride as a citizen of Fontaine? What about your conscience as you watch our countrymen turn into husks of themselves from this drink? Bah! Oh, how shocking. Even Luca is showing a more intense emotion in response to your words. See, my dear Virgil, you've truly accomplished the impossible. Mr. Sony, please believe me. It's because of those guys you said. They lied to me. I wouldn't have done anything if not for. Silence, you worthless dross. You're the exact kind of low life I've got no time for. Even now, you're still trying to lie to me, huh? You're beyond dumb, or do you think I'm dumb? Not so talkative now, are you? Even tried to hurt a Zorwing. Did you have even the faintest inkling of who you were asked to deal with? Did think he could have trained someone as clueless as you? I've really got to have a good conversation with him. But that'll not be something you need to worry about, my dear Virgil. Okay, it's still just Sony. Anywho. Yeah, if it weren't for the fact that it was constantly dripping with water. Oh yes, the swans. Oh, I've got to get a picture of both of the swans. Right? Please tell me this game calls them swans, because they are nothing less than swans. A darkwing goose, right? They call them geese. Darkwing goose, snow-winged goose, burgundy umbrella finch, and magenta fantail pigeon. Sunken objects. Hey, we got one of these, so let's see what the other one is. Nearby, interesting. I have 6 of those. I have 2 red ones. I have 5 of these. Red crown finches. And there's another color of finch. Do you mean this thing? Alright, large colonial marine life station. Alright. Let's see what this is about.
Glory to the Shogun!
Here's backup! Fire it up!
Yeah! Ha! Strike! Ha! Ha!
Check this out!
Not yours, little one. Oh my goodness. Court of Justice Cartura.
Flash! Strike! Flash! Take flight!
Don't get too close! The fortune slip was right.
Oh my gosh, Gremlin child.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, I guess good to know it's important. It doesn't mean much. Only two things. Go to the remains of ships and underwater creatures. And an object. Alright. don't do the most damage. Alright, people are starting to get up. It's become a lot harder to stay alive. Alright, my darlings. And with that, we have completed our little picture book. Hmm. Huh? Okay. Oh. You know, it's in a roundabout way, taking a moment to realize that our girl Lumine doesn't need a dive suit to swim underwater. Get away from me, Petite Chou. Is that Petite Chou? Is that the Petite Chou you're referring to, Adam? right, please, please help her. People finger mark on every now, teacher. Nursery adventure team. What? Oh dear, I'm gonna get serious, girl. What?
Fire it up! So,
Strike! Whirling snow!
don't get too close!
Flash! My apologies!
Ah, I'm saved. Wait, so Peticho is a Finch? Peticho is... Oh, right. I was like, I'm so used to my little buddy just floating over my shoulder. We were following this little fella. Oh my gosh, I'd stumbled across this ages ago. And I was like, oh, I'll save that for stream. Gremlin Child. Oh gosh, the actual Gremlin Child. Let me introduce these to you. I'm actually have next to you your names. And it looks most reliable. Azorwing's the name. And Paimon's Paimon. Thank you, Knight Azorwing, Squire Paimon. Squire. Squire Paimon. Squire Paimon, attend to my weapons. Ah, you got it wrong. Paimon's no squire. She's Azorwing's companion. Actually, wait a moment. Your weapons need maintaining? Indeed, there's been a misunderstanding. We're companions, of course. Don't get that twisted, although I've considered getting a squire. Although I've considered. Do you really want one? Sees this journey's been pretty tough for you, huh? I see. My apologies, Paimon. I am Petite Joe, a member of the Nichijuju adventure team. If not for your help, I might have... Well, Narcissus is growing to do subordinates with Aegis of for Orthus, though our powers are unable to overcome them. That's how it is. Both you and your companion on our side, good night. We shall have nothing to fear. The princess will be pleased. One moment. Who's this princess again? Who's this adventure team of yours, and what's going on with this Narcissus? Well, this is how things went. A long, long time ago, this was the kingdom of unparalleled gladness. Gladness? The children and Princess Lyris lived happily together here. But later, the kingdom fell into to the predation of Narcissus and a fell dragon who had designs on the princess and her treasures. She just hid herself away in the high tower and entered a deep slumber. That is why we now name the kingdom Anapusis. Narcissus filled Anapusis with bitter waters, which we just defeated. That which we just defeated was an evil being born from those waters, an entity that opposes the Reconcisa. This time we attempted to infiltrate this place and rescue the princess while the dragon was absent. However, we ran into a great many foes, and ultimately we failed. But now that we have you and Paimon on our side, Azorwing, we have nothing to fear. Moreover, we have a princess, a kingdom, and a wicked dragon. Tradition and the stories dictate that we must also have a knight, and yes, a mighty righteous knight like you. No, I've defeated a dragon in the past. I'm not sure what you're going on about, but if this dragon you want, Azor has beaten it before. Really? You have? Yes. More than once, in fact. Really? You are so strong. It's our great fortune to have met you, good knight Azorwing. It seems that the time has come at last for Reconcisa. The assisting adventure team shall reclaim the realm and rescue Princess Lyris. Come, Petitia, let's use the plan. First, let's get rid of all this foul water. I'll do my best. Huh. Yeah, huh? Alrighty. Well, All this water is this some kind of oceanic magic? If the defensive power has weakened, there will also be less obstacles for us to fight from here on out. Yeah, this thing is so tiring. And Zoro, let's help my brother Al. Brother, is he another character? Well, Petite and I can't be the only members of the team. We don't quite think that highly of ourselves. We certainly aren't as strong as your Paimon. I'll cover our escape when we reach another Narcissus power is waiting. Let's go help him. Then let's go. This water bubble is such a bother. Oh. And I'm sorry, what? To be seen clearly. Got this. Good help. My
Quiver! Check this out!
Take flight!
You know, this isn't what I was expecting to do today.
Don't get too close!
But I'm not that mad. You're safe. I was so worried. Ah, my dear Petite Joe. You too, Anne. We meet again at last. In those darkest days, I thought of you and drew strength to fight from those thoughts. Thank you, noble warriors, you who have come forth to uphold the cause of justice. Why, I had arms as slender as yours, I would tip my hat to honor you. There's no need to be so prim and proper. Anne introduces you and Paimon and explains what happened previously. Why, the Finch's older brother, Duck. Why a duck, you ask? Such as definitives important. I have supple body and iron will, and webbed feet which to tread water. Of these I am proud, and that is enough. And Petite Chow is Petite Chow. Is a fear is the shape closest to perfection. Sure, okay. And the most complicated of all shapes, I'm most proud of my sister. Seriously, brother, what are you talking about? Usually zeroing. What is Al talking about? Means that we shouldn't dwell too much on these details. The members of Narcissus adventure team are desperate indeed, but we have one goal. We shall save Princess Lyris. And we shall defeat the fell dragon Narcissus. That said, I now know who stands before. He is a noble and vigilant knight who possesses the iron will needed to defeat Narcissus. That is enough for me. Usually the mightier will, the larger the form needed to be its vessel. As is the case of Narcissus, this knight's stature is much like mine, and yet, seriously, the first and last thing Paimon understood here was Narcissus. You've always gone on about Narcissus this and Narcissus that, but what is it really? Look up, Princess. Look up above the Princess's tower. That is Narcissus. That wasn't there before the water rose, isn't it? Good golly gosh, the fell dragon Narcissus. Well, wait a minute, that's an oceanid, no matter how you look at it, not a dragon. But that is the fell dragon Narcissus, the dragon who invaded the Narcissus kingdom. Its wings are very huge and frightening. But it's an oceanid, isn't it? Well, Zoro and Paimon, you've seen much. What then should a dragon look like? Talking about the dragons we fought, they'd be... You always ought to hunt. I'm thinking more like Dvalin. Wait, Dvalin's a whole different story for Borsnitz. Dvalin's super blue, his wings are huge, and he can fly. What? That is exactly like the fell dragon. No, we're definitely had other dragons before. Liyue's Azdaha became the embodiment of primal energies and Liyue's energy. I see, so is being as evil as Narcissus then? No, not at all. Or are they different? Narcissus' reputation for more your aggression and agitation and is our foe. But Azdaha's from Liyue. That's a huge difference, right? Paimon, you're getting caught up in semantics. What counts as a dragon? Categories are just a social conduct. There's no objective meaning. Come on, that can't be right. How can we be able to communicate and understand this word otherwise? I agree with the knight here. Our category should not define our existence. Our purpose defines our existence. Yes, our purpose. At this time, we are heroes challenging the wicked dragon, and he's the wicked dragon. This is sufficient. This must be what Al means to say when he means Rose by another name, which just smells sweet. It's precisely the case, my dear petite Chow. Were you not called petite Chow, you would still be my dearest younger sister. So, at long last, this tower your princess sleeps in, the one lurking atop the tower, is a fell dragon Narcissus. Is that right? No, I fear, as we stated previously, he's not here now, which is why we were able to find here. That up there is the dragon's hatred made manifest. Oh. So complicated, can't just be an ordinary statue. Like, you know, Narcissus commanding his underlings to make an image of him on the highest tower so as to show his greatness and force all of the people in the land to look upon him or something. Well, you actually make a reasonable point, Paimon, but if that was the case, then we would still have been able to see it before Petite Chow made the water disappear, right? Instead, Narcissus' evil has melded with the waters, which is why his wicked intent crystallized into the one image that once the waters were deigned. Is that seriously how it happened? The fell dragon is truly terrifying. My arms hurt just looking at him. Well, we have our night, so we should be fine even if he's present, yes? It'd be best if he wasn't home all the same. Just a little dragon. That's ours for you. Let's move on. With you by our side, we have nothing to fear. Huh? Hey, little one. Yeah, I'm gaming. Huh? What I've really drawn? Well, my drawing book right here. Do you want to see something? No. And away goes the minnow. Look, see? There's like a magic wand. Hold on, let me mute myself.
I really did spend a lot recently. Only 10 more are left. Still, 10 more is better than no more.
Alright. That you heard was my little nephew. Oh, so just follow this.
Ooh, what's in here?
Narcissus evil bubble formations. Lock on a fire mist bubbles that is brave enough to enter its targeting range or condense water planks or terrain. Using on the train. Hello? I almost wandered off into the distance. Jack. Thank goodness you're safe. You're the ones who empty the water out. Excellent, excellent. If I had hands like yours, yellow and white ones, I would be applauding already. Dear friend, please show some respect. Petite Chow is doing her best. If you're right, I suppose. She has done nothing wrong, ultimately. Aww. Forget it. The yellow and white ones here. Who are they? Yellow and white? You mean us? And who else would I mean? Does Petite Chow look yellower to you or to Zan? Hey, you blue frog. All right, Paimon, please don't be angry. Jack, this is Knight Azorwing and Paimon. A knight, you say? Then I suppose Paimon is a squire. No, come on, what kind is that? Paimon's a companion, not a squire. Paimon is the bard whose task it is to record my adventures. Is that how it is? No wonder Paimon's such a good talker. Hey, you stop that, Azoring. Paimon's gonna come up with a lively limerick to give you a licking, the likes of which you've never seen. Hold on. Give me a moment. I seem to be unexpectedly disrupted. Okay. Alrighty, Rue darlings, I'm back. Anyway, we're companions, aren't companions. I see, then you're not some minor feudal warrior. Not in the usual sense, anyway. Anyway, then, you and then some honorary knight. One with a title that comes with little benefit. Well, Zorwing is an honorary knight, but she got it in Mondstadt for heroically doing battle with Storm Terror. Ah, then you are a dutiful, capable warrior. Very good. In that case, welcome to Earl Jack. An orchestrate? An orchestrator? That's some kind of musical trope? His name is merely an analogy, for we weave resistance like an orchestra in our struggle against Narcissus as we seek Miss Lyris. You mean princess? Didn't... Right, isn't Lyris a princess? Well, both terms refer to the same person. But leaving that aside, we should listen. Well, the title princess is a rigid, hierarchical system of address, a bout of an oppressive system. It was the title of whose merited birth, not labor or wisdom. Here we go again. If the universe were a more rational one, there would be no gods, kings, and certainly no princes or princesses. Nor would there be any mystical powers that only a few may wield. Do you follow me thus far? There will always be those who desire special privileges. It's a deplorable state. I'm following you. This sounds really deep, but it's also confusing. But not doing anything all day while being able to enjoy delicious sweet madames is pretty nice. Is there anything wrong with that? See, if there are some who will reap the benefits despite doing no labor, then there must be some who shall have to do more to compensate. Unless it's thinking labor, that such compensation is my obligation. Doesn't matter to me. Paimon's happiness is mine as well. I'm in hopes you can be happy too. Wait a minute, in that case, wouldn't Zorwing be happy if she makes Paimon happy? That means Paimon's happy. That means making Paimon happy is more happy more. That means making Paimon happy more is good for you too. That's how this works, right? It's been a very interesting conversation. But please allow me to interject. Dear Jack, good night. May we just begin discussing our next course of action of our rescuing of precious Lyris? Silencing voices you do not want to hear, I see. Zorwing comes, see there's oppression inherent in the system. Help, Owl's repressing me. Jack, you. Owl's not doing that. He's a good person. He wouldn't bully you. Dear sister, please not you lose your temper over this. If you have no more to say, why don't we find a order and still dislike gentlemen, Can I trouble all of you to stop for a second? Is everyone aren't we comrades? You've all gained trusty Princess Miss Lyra after all. We count as such, I suppose. We shall cooperate, even though my final goal is to create a most beautiful world for Miss Lyris. Let us take hands then, comrades. You have wings, I had 1 feet. If you think we have applications for hands, then we shall do so, comrade. They shake hands awkwardly. If nothing else, they extend their wings and my foot and tap them together. Please get along with him, Al. Of course, dear sister, worry not. We are united in one cause. All right. Now that the problem is solved. Problem? This is but a manifestation of a deeper issue. Jack, please. Okay, so what do we do next, Dan? Alright, I almost forgot that we were here to save the princess. Why was I starting to think I had brought such a capable hand along just to let them listen to the two boys squabble? As for the situation, just ask Al and Jack to explain. I need a moment to cool off. He's having a tough time too, huh? Aw, poor little... What are the little baby oceanids called? Aside from Precious. What need I call you? Endora, a loachfolk. A very case loachfolk who only wishes to see the world. And they do look different. Our little loachfolk, I dare say, looks more fantastical. Wasn't always like this. He had a really good heart. Loved to cry. He would take care of the younger children, but one day he said he would never cry again, and later still he changed. This might due to Rain, I fear, and Rain changed too. He's Rain? Sorry, where was he? Right, of course of action. You should ask Jack. He and I only argue a lot. Jack, you. Paimon don't. knock it off. Is there any... Knock it off, we're gonna start this all over again. Paimon knows. Anne told us you could explain the situation. Allow me to speak first, honorary knights and Paimon. Concerning the Tower of Forest, Narcissa has been unable to overcome it. As such, the princess is still safe. At that time, we all seemed lost. The princess gave her greatest treasure to us, and that was the time. And that was the time that belonged to her. Hmm? She gave you her what now? Time, you say? After she lost that time, princess, and the tower she dwells in both fell into stagnant, dreamless slumber. In remembrance of her, we named our fallen realm Anaposis. And what does that mean? Because it is completely stagnated, Narcissus has been unable to taint anything within. It's more or less the situation. What do you mean, more or less situation? Firstly, how would someone give anyone else their time? But it's true, Mrs. Lyra did share her time with us. Narcissa would constantly plot to invade, but with the time she gave us, we became far stronger. For example, Brother Al can usually only defeat one foe at once, but with more time, he can vanquish 4 or even 5 in one go. Most vivid examples. Thank you for the explanation, dear teacher. I hope you understand it. Is that wrong, Paimon? I think I get it. What did you understand? There's too much oddity at play here. Let's just leave this aside for now. Alright, then Paimon totally gets it too. Narcissus has spent long years since searching for the princess's treasure. Only its power can cause time and tower to flow again, and only then will its locked gate open. Thus he summoned water, brimming with wicked intent to drown the kingdom, and created underlings unimbued, unimbued with many magical devices besides. This was done to Narcissus, ventured him down and seized the treasure that should have been in our hands. Should have. For we had another older brother. Nay, in those terrifying days, he took the treasure and fled amongst us, but he dissolved into the waters while covering us. I miss him so much. We were very good friends. I hate the dragon, even though I know that those feelings are not good. But I miss Nay. He was like my real brother, just like Al. We're sorry for your loss. If that's the case, how are you going to save Princess Lyra? The treasure has sealed the tower, and it can only be opened again with said treasure. Well, when they, how should I put this? While they were coinciding our rear lines, we of Workers Age Jack obtained some key intelligence that has allowed us to ascertain the treasure's location. We have. Of course, it's right over there. In the sky, as in the water, in the sky. Before Narcissus is dissolved, he used the last of his strength to purify a patch of water in the firmament. It was there that he hid the treasure. What an irony. It seems Narcissus has gotten too used to looking down upon the citizen below that he's not been in the habit of looking up. And there the treasure has been hidden all along. I see. Well, it does sound like something they would come up with. How do we get up there, though? Could petite child now take us there? The very image idea of unfortunately impractical. We get up there, you should find a small fountain of magic. Options may be options. You feeling better now, Anne? Thank you, Paimon, but you need not worry. We must destroy the bubble gradations that produces this before we head out. What are those exactly? They're underhanded fountains powered by hydrogen that can bombard intruders from great distance. Perhaps you might have already seen one on the way here. Speaks truth, the road ahead will be more perilous if we not first destroy the formations. He should have been in charge of eliminating them before we attack. Seems that he might have been smashed into sea foam already. Well, look at that. We should be hoping they made it. He's our comrade in the end, isn't he? In that case, our next task of destruction is bubble formations. After that, let's go to the small fountain and see what we find there. Basically, the ring from what you have out of sense seems that only our attacks will work. Oh, didn't mean to put you guys down. You've been fighting the system trying to save yourself alone, but just leave this bit to his rolling, alright? You may see it as a knight doing their duty. You have my thanks. Alright, in that case, lead the way. The fortress, the dresses will grow ever mightier with the passage of time. The day our own victory over Narcissus grow near. This is why I cannot forget the names for his sacrifice. He is hiding out hidden enchantment to show they will reach the tower differences sides. Super amazing. Will not gain time. I hope we will save Princess Lyra. Yeah, we can save Princess Lyra, and then the kingdom will be restored to its former radiant glory, and the princess will hold you in her arms and Remove your feathers and gently pat your tiny forehead. Memories lost in waters will resurface, and all our friends will surround the princess and laugh together. It'll be a scene filled with spirituous joy, and never again will disputes or trouble cloud the horizon. Just like before. That's right, just like before. Chuck. As roaming is you. Once we retrieve Mythalaris treasure, the key to victory shall be ours. We finally have a chance to defeat the invaders from without and save Miss Lyris. Thus shall Orchestra Jack perform the last movement of the overturn. I would have thought it was the climax of the symphony. Oh, you really think that everything would just come to an end after saving Miss Lyris and rebuilding the kingdom? Ha! The real world is no simple little fairy tale. Is it because the world is full of naive simpletons that think like you that history still repeats itself? The next step, obviously, to overthrow the deeply entrenched class structure and methods of describing society's wealth. Or that is reasonably equal. Equality must be the reasonable status. And this certainly is what Miss Lyra starts for. Now, to friend the predecessor to just position, let's make you to leave. Overturn. And I just imagine he's going on to talk.
Check this out!
My apologies! Flash!
Kill him. The Royal Blade of Narcissus.
Don't get too close!
Take flight! Quiver!
Okay, put you from the weakest among the three. Proceed through the day. You'll need our second strongest general in no time. The weakest, perhaps, but defeated all the same.
Ooh, what's in here?
I thought it. Don't panic, the small fry just got lucky, that's all.
Whirling snow! Flash! Yeah! Take flight! Strike!
Check this out!
They're waiting for your arrival. Oh, hold on. Okie dokie dear. Hydrolicious, no! Amusingly enough, we are now over here.
The fortune slip was right.
Well, either way. Oh, wait. We can.
The fortune slip was right.
Is this by power and time and speed times? Hydro. Two arms, don't let them get any further. Oh, two arms isn't.
Don't get too close.
Get ready to fight.
My apologies! Quiver! Whirling snow! Flash!
Fire it up!
Take flight!
I guess we won't be worrying about this mysterious bubble can anymore. Well then, soldiers, assemble. Huh? What is that place coming? Do soldiers refer to us? Wonderful. It seems that Colonel Kate is still here. Let's go meet up with him. Huh? And you look well. That's good. These two are in reinforcements then? Yes, they are. Halt, I do not wish to know the soldier's name. Amidst crucial battle, anyone can be turned into ruptured bubbles and scattered foam at any time. Knowing the names of the troops will only cast a shadow upon our final victory. Just need to know one thing. Are they the reinforcements you sought? Yes, but very good. Fresh hands will help us continue our suppression of the two remaining bubble formations. About the bubble formation. Next time, soldier, you will give a report first before asking questions. Yes, the formations are places of unparalleled, not to mention the three mighty subordinates which possess a place within them. But that we're actually cleared all the formations. What? Why didn't you say so earlier? I've been trying to tell you actually, but you haven't been listening. Haha. Well then, it's good to see that everyone's well. So, Ed, who are these people again? Zorwing reporting in. Paimon reporting in. Very good. Zorwing, Paimon, very good. It's a pleasure to have new blood like you in Kate's resistance front. Let us fight for Princess Lyris and their Consista. Kate's resistance front. Huh? Are you guys the same as Narcissa's adventure team? Let me think. We are now the same thing, is how I would put it. Indeed, we have the same objective and plan of action. It is only because I have more combat experience that I am the corner within my own force. Where's the rest of your team? We charge bravely into the bubble formation. Yes, and where's your team? Charge bravely in the bubble formation. As for the rest, please don't ask. Looks like Colonel Kate's got problems too. Well, he's up against immense firepower. Should we say water power? What's next for you? I plan on going behind enemy lines to see what can be done there. After all, it should be quite easy to go up there now that the bubble formation has been broken. I mean, I can't lose to some new recruit, can I? This isn't a competition. Regardless, I shall return when the sun sinks into the sea. Victory on hand. Let us meet again before in the high tower. He bounces away. Wait, there's neither sun nor sea here. Since the bubble formation is gone, let's head to the formation just over there. To the little fountain. Oh, hello? Hello. Mori, no. Oof, bad people. Why is he attacking us? Oh, music. Oh, pineapple slice. Mori, don't.
Today is a lucky day.
Use force to clear up any misunderstanding.
My apologies. Strike.
So dog Mori, bad. They're good people. Oof, understood. Good fall. Huh? You really are a dog. And shake hands with Mori. It's a slippery experience one might expect of a dog, as one might expect of a dog made of water. Right, now let's do some attack them, okay, Mori? Ah, so you're a dog. That makes much more sense. Does it? Does it really? How does Mori resemble a dog at all? Didn't I say that? What? Don't you kind of believe in that purpose defines nonsense? That purpose defines innocence nonsense? And even if you do, Paimon won't. But that's what Mori is, though. A silly dog. Mm, whatever. And if an ocean can be an evil dragon, then a forest boar can be a dog. All right. I'm a silly dog. Yes, woof. Why did that work? Why of all things did that get me? You've been a good boy, so do you going to see some Murray's memory teeth? No, I mean, Maury's a dog. But a duck, a frog, and a finch and a squirrel can join, so I can a dog. Maury's Maury. Maury must protect the princess. A long, long time ago, Maury played here with the princess, El Petitro, Nay, and Jack. But the air and water were lacquer filled with the scent of evil, and everyone left. Only Princess remains, so I protect her. That's Princess Lyris. Right, it was mentioned earlier that the princess lost her treasure, which is why everything's stagnated. So this is where it is. Isn't the princess in the tower, though? That's right. This is only a statue of her. I say another looks like it, but not really. Woof woof. Not the princess? Nope, Princess Lyra's in the tower. There are two princesses? No, silly. This one's not real. Woof woof. Not the princess? Now try and give me a sniff. Woof woof. Not the princess? Told you so. It's understandable mistake. This isn't a princess. A boar's a dog. And the ocean is and even the dragon, and even a dragon. And even the treasure not to be second. A duck and a finch are siblings, and a colonel is a squirrel. Exactly. Paimon can feel the sense of what's real or not slipping away the longer we stay here. Well, let's not start this and all stuff, alright? Hmm? Okay, Mori, be a good doggy and descend the tower, then meet up with everyone. Okay, what about you, Anne? Me? Well, I'm going up with the Zorlui and Paimon to reclaim the princess's treasure. I see. Okay, bye-bye. I love him. Right then, what do we do now? Use the bubbles the princess would make back then. She would play with us, and we would fly very high up indeed. And fly around with the bubbles touching the realm, touring the realm. Sounds quite exciting. Whatever the case, we just need to sit in the bubble and it'll take us up there, right? That's right. In the meantime, I'll do my best to control the bubble's direction.
Restock and press onward.
Oh, we're flying. The kingdom sure looks different from up here. Of course, it's been ruled by Narcissus for many years, and he's just the worst. His underlings steal snacks from children all the time. Alright, mildly important call over. I have no idea what they said. We keep going up and up until we press it first in the water, right? Yes. Is there something wrong? There's so much wrong with the... Oh, there's a thing. Paimon doesn't even know where to start. This is one of the means... No one wishes to have their soul weighed down by gravity. You know what? Paimon's just not gonna ask. The princess's treasure should be around here somewhere, right? Yes, it is there, protected by a 3-layer seal. Hmm? Oh, you mean by that? Well, the outroad looks pretty big. The treasure seems to be inside a really small chest. Looks like there are some threads of flowing water connecting to the big bubble. If the bubble formation will not attack us. In that case, let's use it to break the seal. Just need to guide its projectiles to the bubble's rings connected to the flowing water. That should transfer the force of the projectile through the water and weaken the seal. These bubbles are pretty scary. 1, 2, 3. Looks like there are 3 strands of water. Once we deal with them, the treasure should be ours. It's right in your hands. Night is swirling in Paimon. That bubble formation, for some strange reason, doesn't attack you, but it helps you unseal treasures, control the currents and barriers to guide the mist bubbles to the ring device. Okay.
Good. Leave nothing of value behind.
Slower. Control the barriers. I will say, it's a little unnerving to know that, hey, below us, sure, Paimon suddenly feels afraid of heights. Yeah, Paimon gets it. A little bit unnerving to see that below us is the surface of the water. Still one left. Why do we have to do everything 3 times? Because of the rule of 3. That's an ancient principle. Alright. Finally found the most precious of treasures. Looks like a pocket watch. Seems like it's not moving anymore. It's been in water all this time, so it should have broken down a long time ago, right? This is full of Princess Leia's precious time. Let's go back to the tower and meet up with our friends. You're back. Yes, we fell straight from the sky. Colonel Kate and Mori linked up with us while you were out. We're back with the princess's treasure. Done, soldier. You made a fine contribution. The Resistance Front is proud of you. Kate, now isn't the time. Go fast, Colonel. Azorwing is the contact of the orchestra, not cannon fodder from some no-name army. Your orchestra couldn't hold Azorwing, not unless you wanted to name it after her instead. Hope for whatever your rank, you may as well give it to Azorwing, though. The soldiers bleed while the commanders steal the glory. It's quite ordinary, but you're special. A colonel who not only does nothing, but even lets his streets take care right up for victory. While you were wasting your time away here, I was taking out the bubble formations in the water above. Now for that, they would not have gained the treasure so easily. Alright, stop fighting over me. You sound like a female protagonist in a novel. Oh well, how about this? Let's just call the organization's Colonel Paimon's Resistance Front and the orchestra Paimon. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, Roo. I have returned. Okay. That's it, I'm done. Mori, get him. Oof, bad person. Mori pulls Jack over. He laughs at him only to be knocked over by Mori. The altercation is eventually calmed by Alan Petit's Jewish meditation. Honestly, he's really reliable at times like this. In some ways. Let's get down to business, shall we? That's right, we shall get nowhere if we keep arguing. The more we go nowhere, the more we're going to argue. Yes, you're both right. Let's have a speech then, and the rousing kind. Yeah, but I approve of Paimon's suggestion. Is it not at such times that an adventure team's leader should step up to the plate? But I'm not good at speeches, and can you really call me the leader? As surely as I am a colonel, I can confirm that you are the best officer for this adventure team. My view is on the title of colonel outside, we are in cohort. I do not know much about leaders or glory or whatever, but for you, if not for you, and if not for Azori and Pyla, whom you brought here, I don't know what would have become of me. Aw. Nice Zorwing and Paimon, what are you saying? Oh, it's what everyone wants. In that case, what should a leader say in times like this? I think since we have Princess Lyra's next, we just need to enter the tower and rescue her, right? So we just need to encourage everyone to do that just before we start. Simon, do you have any interest in being leader? How about you, Zorwing? Hey, you can't do that. Why not? If not for your strength, we wouldn't have made it further. I'm not going to overstep on what's been a relaxing time so far. Whatever the case, you can only be the leader of this adventure team. That's what everyone wants. Stop trying to push off to someone else. We all support you. Alright, this leader business used to be so much easier. Ahem. No matter what the name of our organization is, we're all part of the Narcissus adventure team. We all have a common goal, to rescue Princess Lyris. Miss Lyris. We intend to save the Narcissian Kingdom. Republic. Please continue, Anne. And restore their land and waters to their original gleaming shimmer through Reconquista, and so that the sunflowers may once more flourish. Am I not right about that? That's right. Everyone, even Jack, experienced many battles and partings during the long years of conflict, and many team members we once had are no longer with us. We won't forget the times spent together. We'll always be friends. That's right. Even if I am our leader, I am everyone's friend first and foremost. Same goes for you, Colonel Jack. Don't forget your friendship over the differences in ideals and perspectives. Being super mature right now. Bravo! Come on, stop teasing. With Night is Orwing and Paimon's aid, we are finally able to obtain the princess's treasure. Time that was once frozen will flow again, and will rescue her. For that, and Zorwing and Paimon, I thank you. You'll always be your friends. I believe that our princess would also be glad to call you such. Okay, I'm done now. Bravo. Alright. Alright, what's next, huh? I think it's time to unleash our treasure powers on this stagnant tower. This way, time should flow once more. Alright, like this. Wow. Thanks, Zorwing. Now, fortunately, I fear that none of us know what'll happen next. But since Princess Tower has been unsealed, we should move as soon as we can. Where up do the trouts go? I'm very curious. Ah, they threw up the power seals and they're broken.
Quiver!
Moment. Alright, back to the battle.
Flash! Quiver! Take flight!
Don't get too close!
Whirling snow! Flash! Take flight!
Yeah, the upper hand with me.
Kamisato out! Sometsu!
Restore control.
My apologies! Quiver!
Check this out! Yeah.
Whirling snow! Unthinkable!
Thank you. Appreciate it. See you. Alrighty, rude. Sounds like
Flash!
blonde hair tires.
Storm the front! Take flight! Strike!
Don't get too close!
Quiver! Strike!
Fire it up!
I didn't see someone made so many titles more useless than the more hats they need. Gee, there are mighty words who have caused this much harm. The engagements by the mighty. Took out taxing the message up to you. Easy peasy. You know, there's Princess Lyris. It doesn't look like there's any path ahead. To be honest, I didn't think you'd get this far here. Let's keep going up, shall we? How? You can fly, player Paimon. Oh, well, even if Paimon could do that, what should she do if she encountered Narcissus minions? And even if all the kingdom's treasure up there, I would only feel like we found them if you were there too. Go up, you say. Ah, I understand. We do. One all have a certain amount of power. It's all magic given to us by the princess, yes, but we can do some things with it. But if we do, We're all born from the same source. It don't seem why you would be unable to understand and accept this. Has it not happened before? I know all this in theory, but I just hate to do these things. I don't know why, I just do. Don't make such a face, Anne. We were born from the same waters, and we were only this way because we bound ourselves into different shapes, using the thin films to keep the princess company. Coming together once again for her sake is not strange at all. Wait, what are you all talking about? As long as you forsake their thorns and join together, we can produce greater magic. This way we can send you to the tower's apex. Wait, but if you do that... You need not worry, friend. We all came from the same body of water, so giving up our forms is not the same as what you would call death. Pure waters can turn into creatures of all sorts, and such challenges do not only go one way. Yep, even if we cannot adventure or fight alongside you, we can still progress together. It is Oring, Paimon, what do you say? Not our decision to make. This is your story. Right, Azoring, but... Give us our orders, ma'am. The tower seals have been broken, which means they can no longer hold Narcissus back. Every moment counts. Right. I'm counting on you all. Orders received. Leave it to us. Go with Azorin and Paimon and make sure you save the princess. I'll leave Miss Lyra's in your hands. In that case, dear Petit Chow. Owner, Colonel, Kate, and Jack. Okay, bye-bye. Don't like what happens at Myrtle's. Our power is derived from the princess. If so resolved, we can manifest it once more. Pull yourself together, Anne. Let's go. Night is our wing. Aww. Not fast either. Water is formless. What comes for the water will surely return to it. Once he runs to rescue Princess Lyra, she will be able to bring her. It's just a portal. Where does this one lead to? Not sure either. To be honest, I've never considered what would happen after we enter the tower. Oh, well, in that case, let's proceed with caution. With more proceeding or more caution? Come on, both. Be careful. The only one the princess can rely on.
Finders keepers.
Oh, let's go. Maybe a little warning next time. That one's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. Pretty. This library? This library has existed since long, long before we arrived. Their contents seem to be ancient dramas. Children love to read books, but there is much they won't understand, so they will often ask adults to read stories to them. In the books, there is often, where there is an evil dragon, there must be heroes who hunt the dragon. If there is a mage, there must be a wandering knight. The Reconquista must come to pass, and the princess must be saved. And of course, the chime will sound, and the tale of adventure will come to a halt. Yet it will not end. There will be another adventure and another and another, and after that, until the children grow up and leave this place. And... Sorry, it felt like the memories and feelings suddenly flooded into my mind. How strange. As long as you're right, Paimon thought you might have been bewitched by Narcissus' magic. It might actually be so. Well, what do we do next? I'm not sure either. Whatever the case, let's have a look around. Thought there's a door over there, but looks like there's no way through it. You should be able to get across. Hey, your hand's night now, you know? And continue pointless if we don't come out. That's right. This tile sticks out like a sore thumb. Might be some sort of path or a trap. I didn't know either, but let's go all the same. That's Field of Ner. Seems like some sort of seal. Center of the world. This is the center of the world. The castle where the dragon lurks. The tower that imprisons the princess. Sometimes it's the lost city of youth. Sometimes Arcadia. At times even the golden hyperworld. Here, many untouched ruins have been conquered. Here, many heroes have defeated evil dragons. A place that brims with magic. Now is Deborah really able to understand it? Children could see through a stone wall imaginary griffins that whirled free in the distant, cloudful skies. These four pools wed in different adventure tales to be the four seals, and sometimes the four cardinal realms of the world. I could not understand these things either, but to accompany the children on their adventures, I play all sorts of roles. These more of their suddenly emerging memories? Yes. And are you alright? Don't know, I feel very strange. These memories are so beautiful, but terrifying too. There atop the small fountain, that is the holy blade of Narcissus. Like a wooden sword. Like the time with the sword of brilliant valor. Okay, that one gets it. It's the tail behind the blade. That's one belief in it that makes it a holy blade, right? This sword in hand, Paimon bets the kinds will feel the invincible heroes ready to take to the skies and do battle with their enemies, huh? And appropriately shaped branches and drawing cords could also, in the right tail, be the holy blade. But one day, a certain woman brought several wooden swords for the children to play with, so that drawing poles would stop being used in fights. Yeah. I do not know. It must have been someone who once lived here. Yeah, it does seem like the kingdom was a lively place with lots of people in it. When you think about it like that, the holy blade must have been very important. The normal sword can cleave flesh, but the holy blade can cleave spirit and will. As such, even imperious dragons and formless illusions are no match for it. The story of our adventure team is to reach its end. We will need the blade. The powerful looks like a cheap wooden sword. Let's take its holiness at face value. Sure, if you say so, but it doesn't look like you can reach it right now. I wonder if the quote-unquote princess is the little Oceanid that we've been traveling with. And if the bigger Oceanid isn't apparent of sorts. Probably else is apparent if not in dragon too. In the face of a child's adventure.
I got you covered!
Bring it on!
Flash!
Check this out!
My apologies!
See, just follow my intuition.
Bubble formation. Why would there be bubble formations here? Why are there bubble formations here? Wasn't meant to protect the agents and kidnapping princesses. That's the case. I didn't tell enemies earlier, didn't you say? There was secret treasure at the tower stagnated. Even Narcissus could not enter? There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense. What's going on? I don't know either. I never thought about what would happen after we entered the tower. This feels very strange. I don't understand. I should have never been here before, but I find myself recalling feeling many things. You do not feel? No. Mine doesn't either. Hope you know what the place is, eh? We simply halted in Narcissus Institute. The children would study here normally. I remember now. This was a lovely place. There was no sunlight here, but it was always lively. Children were of all different dimensions. Some of them as different as the two of you. But here they would study together, listen to tales of the Hydro Archon and tales older still. Dimensions. I mean that some children were very small and some were somewhat larger. Hey, now Paimon might be small, but she's got a big heart. Anyway, what about the princess? Was she a child too? Would the children hear stories about her? I don't know. Huh. Why does Paimon get the feeling the story started drifting away from the princess ever since we teleported here? No, this place must have something to do with her. Must be able to find her at the end of this road. She will be happy to see us. Well, you're the local. Paimon trusts you. Well, let's continue on. The liars is still waiting for us at the end of the line. Hear the sound of a bell. That's the sound of the bell. Says the adventure is coming to a close and Princess Fire's right up ahead. There doesn't seem to be any path going forward. Anyway, let's check out what's inside this tree.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
A feather. Green feather accessory. It has tick and talk. It has ceased to tick and talk, and discovery cannot be opened. Sometimes this feather has the power to advance the story forward and bring it to an end. To grant itself represents a power that transcends the story. Old yet well preserved. It's been cherished by many people. Timepiece. A feather. I'm kind of dizzy. There are so many books here. Deja vu, perhaps? You know, I thought she hadn't fully woken up yet. But haven't these things happened before? Be another adventure, another and another after that. Even though the princess is waiting for us at the end of this road, it's just a bunch of connected loops with nowhere land. On the other hand, we'll be able to leave as long as we find the end of the road. You have an idea? Let's go over what we know first. Have you noticed anything, Paimon? Yes, Paimon, hold on a moment. First, the paths be connected to the Sleeping Ring, right? In that case, there'd be no getting out. Except we were able to get on these paths, so there should be a way off them. I don't see a point from which we can break through. Next, we saw that super powerful sword or something. Yes, the Holy Blade of Mercy. Which would be a key item in some way. Yeah. The golden sword, it was inside a perfect berry. With all that trouble necessary, what importance? Paimon thinks we need to get the sword. Is there any other notable thing? I can't think of anything. But the tile sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Just doesn't make it one up by the way. When we passed this way before, it did feel weird how the tile's not connected to the others. How it has a different pattern. Could be a trap. I was thinking about why. Guess Paimon, as smart as you are, eh? You really do have an impressive mind as well. When it's for me, my head's a mess. I can't get my thoughts straight. Don't beat yourself up too much. You'll be assaulted by strange memories. Anyway, let's think of how we can get out of this loop based on the stuff we got earlier.
Here's backup! Fire it up!
Embrace the ice! Yeah! Take flight!
Don't get too close! Keep moving!
Truth hurts!
My apologies! Ha! Yeah!
Fire it up!
Fracture!
Take flight! Ha! Yeah!
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
No treasure this time. Sounded about didn't something happen before? Paimon recalls there was a chest. I might have a different door. It's kind of dizzy. There's so many books here. Bookstore? I think there would be a secret underground bookstore. Ruins anywhere. I'm thinking, I don't completely looking up yet. There's age of blue. Something happened. Another adventure and another after that. Other hand? Will we be able to leave as long as you let me into the room? Any thoughts, Sam? Take stock real quick. Notice anything? Yeah, some time on here connected to the ring. Yeah, we will get the pass. We'll be off next day. See if we can sword or something. Item. That. Then we get that sword. Then you have that. Could be a trap. Could wear a pie. Based on the stuff we thought of earlier. I do wonder if we need to, how should I put it, walk the path ourselves.
I got you covered!
Cyclone! Truth hurts!
My apologies! Take flight! Kamisato art! Sometsu! Whirling snow!
Check this out!
Bring it on!
Take flight! Yeah!
Fire it up!
Yeah! Whirling snow! Yeah!
Don't get too close!
Take flight!
Today is a lucky day.
Either way, we are getting treasure and whatnot. spice and thrice.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
I'm just kind of dizzy. Let's see. Library? A minute was left. Déjà vu. As long as we find the end of the path. We didn't see the sword that last time. Finally got it, the Holy Blade and Jarlock's Holy Sword. Holy Sword that bears special meaning in a certain story. Keep moving ahead. Crap here now. Oops, sorry, adjusting things. Yeah. Cause a chest. Interesting. There's so many books here. Someone wants the tale of an adventure to never end. Yeah, what are you on about? You know what? I haven't had a chance to look it up yet. The future of a story that constantly repeats will never come. Yes, Princess Lyris waits at the end of this path. I don't know, the last time we were here, you said, on the other hand, able to leave as long as find the end of it. There must be a way. There's a log lamp. Let's see if we can go back and find it. Alright. Void the tile. I mean, we can enter that. swords are awakened, they will strike you. Really is just a wooden toy sword. Old blade sword that kids play with. Open the path forward. Oh. I mean, we... Oh. Path leads downward rather than forward. It's a really long descent. So creepy. Worrying, and is running really good with the wind glider too. Because you're worried about what might come afterwards, right? A real adventure is not only filled with challenges, but also with unknowns. The most important thing is to come back from completing those challenges and those in one piece, and gain something in the end as well. Isn't that right? Coming this far, it would be a shame to give up now. True. I believe in you, Knight Lizorwe, and in Paimon. You are wise and powerful, and you are also kind to people. And ding ding ding, we have a winner. In that case, let's go. Add Astra Abyssal, as Catherine always said. Well, we did always go up.
Much remains unfinished.
Perhaps there's something to happen about now. I'll need you. I've been frightened ever since we came down here. Worries are only protect us no matter what, right? Of course I will. I believe the two of you. I just don't know what we will encounter later. Take everything as it comes. Still, best to be prepared. Might fight a battle with Narcissus for all we know. That was very rude. I pressed my wind glider redeploy, but the cutscene kicked in, and so it didn't actually deploy. Dragon. They name it Narcissus.
Glory to the Shogun! Whirling snow!
Check this out!
Take flight! Whirling snow!
Don't get too close!
My apologies!
Friends we made.
Embrace the ice! Whirling snow! Take flight!
Fire it up!
Strike! My apologies!
Don't get too close!
Take flight! Flash! Strike! My apologies! Take flight! Flash!
Why did we meet Narcissus here? Being with what we said before, the tower lost its time, thus stagnated, so no one could open it or enter, but the stakes is not within the tower. Teleported to a different place from the tower. That's right, Pama forgot that happened, but if that's the case, how? That's not. No, that can't be true. The princess should be in the tower. I mean, that was the adventurous team only hope in this dark world. If she isn't our adventure, they're meaning. I'll bet you and the others. And but we did take out the biggest threat to the kingdom, didn't we? A good thing, right? Yes, you're right, Paimon. Thank you. Thank you both. Anyway, the story's not over. Yep, look over there. There's a place we haven't been to before. Maybe we'll find more clues out there, huh?
Ooh, what's in here?
Tons of resources here. Stands to reason that there's got to be some clues, right? Who knows how long it'll take. Rather, each record decided to incorporate the Institute for Raising Orphans and the Children of Criminals to the public workful system, considering the ruins of the previous civilization upon which its stations shall be named. The seat director was established in honor of the High Lord Archon's great fortune and was taken by a gentle named Ocean. The title of vice director taken up by the one who displays exceptional moral quality and ability. This place being in an orphanage makes sense, even though it wasn't what I was expecting. Lincoln with Ingold and the rest of the old gang will go to some way to solving this description problem. This situation is no place for personal feelings, but what person can like them completely? I only hope that they aren't treating my dear old sibling too poorly. Or let them rest in the harbor. And my skills aren't rusted away either. Hope it all goes well. I still want to watch the dough rise. The sounds of play outside the window. Someone watch them grow into fine adults. One serving flour, 1 sugar, 1 of melted butter, and 2 eggs. A large amount of milk with which to make foam. Are you kidding me? What exactly is a large amount? Well, time 15 minutes, 180 degrees, not the same as it's not the same as 5 at 540. Video will be taken up by basilation. See, you'll never be. Some fun push retirement. Going to the ancient theater, a mysterious hidden here. Mysterious research hidden here. We believe the documents and folklore discovered with the picture. What's that? Doesn't seem like anything relevant. The book here too. Picture book, huh? See Paimon? Well, that's because Paimon's unique sensibility. You know, picture books just speak to her better. This book gives me a strange feeling. Let Paimon see. A long, long time ago, in a place far, far away, there was once a beautiful and kind princess named Lyris. And yep, she's our main character. I want this name, that's not what you said before. 202 in that case, Paimon's going to continue. Ooh, come on, it's just a story, there's no need to be so fussy. Anyway, protagonist needs an antagonist, and an evil one at that. Our evil antagonist is the dragon Narcissus, so evil that the peace-loving people. So evil is he that the peace-loving people tremble at the sound of his name. Not that he cares about their feelings, though. He sowed destruction across the land. With the searing flames he spewed from his mouth. His great wings turned cities to dust, and his burning breath reduced nations to ash. At last, only the princess' realms remained safe. But because the princess worked tirelessly to defend her realm, Narcissus' plot to destroy everything could not succeed. So in Narcissus' story, I'm the evil villain? It's kind of weird. It started like a storybook, but it also feels like it isn't. You got a bigger brain here. Think carefully. Huh? Huh? What? What is this place? Place in the story. Is this the real Anabusis? Huh? Feels like the book we saw in the Institute of Natural Philosophy. And it feels different somehow. Wants to say the books Fontaines are really weird. It really is not much compared to this. Like this, the ads outside children should play under the sun in the grass without fear of hindrance or harm. So he says we'll come to kind of feels way better than she did when we were adventuring through the cave. No sunlight there at all. Yeah, how it is. One mystery follows another. Never mind that, this place really is nice. It's gotta be Princess Lyra's garden, right? See, so when our adventures are over, why don't we find a place like this? When our adventures are over and feel like this, we can eat tasty fruits, plant lots of sweet flowers, and we can invite our friends over as guests. We could live together happily, what do you say? Sure, let's put a pin in that for now. Oh, that's true, we gotta help Anne find the princess first, don't we? We can hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? Sounds like someone's singing over there. Let's have a look. Hide and seek. Where did Mary and her friends go? To a great sea without borders, to a place from which all lives flow. Hey there. Hi. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I was just preparing some tea and didn't notice you. Come sit. Snacks will be ready soon. Oh, snacks. Yes, and ours are very good. But I must say this first. We can only start once the bell rings, so it'd be quite rude to do otherwise. Where are you from, by the way? You're a fascinating combination, aren't you? A lovely young lady, a small little oceanid, and your beautiful floating friend. Paimon. It's Paimon, and she's his Orwing. Hello? Anne? Oh, it's just Paimon and just Anne look unhappy. She might have been reminded of something. And this oceanid is her friend, Anne. Oh my, a fine name indeed. In that case, please call me Mary Anne. What a pleasant surprise. It was a long time since I met someone from outside. Where are you from? Oh, well, where... Actually, Paimon's not sure either. We defeated the Fell Dragon Narcissus, and then we ended up here somehow. The Fell Dragon Narcissus, you say? It must have been a frightening foe. Do you think so? Not really. In a manner of speaking, I suppose. May. I've heard that Narcissus has hurt many and has turned many kingdoms to ash. Defeating him was an impressive feat indeed. Oh, so you know him too. Great! We're Narcissus from Narsin Kingdom. We're looking for Princess Lyris. Do you know where we might find her? Princess Lyris, you might say. I'm afraid I do not know. She should be here. In that case, Anne? Is that the case, Anne? But I have lived here for a long, long time, and yet I have never seen any princess. Perhaps she might be somewhere else? That's so, but before we came here, we read a book about that princess, how she's beautiful and kind and stuff. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with any such person. On the flip side, you, Zorwing, you quite look like a princess from a distant land. You hear the sound of a bell. Yeah, is that the bell? Yes, that's the signal for tea time. In the past, the children would throw down their wooden swords the moment they heard the spell. They would come into the hall to have snacks. They're not here now, but I think it's best to follow the rule all the same. They'd be quite disappointed otherwise, I suspect. Well, then show me. Thanks, but I'm not hungry at the moment. In that case, you're sure as Paimon. Then you watch her enjoy snacks and find yourself feeling a little peckish too. Now where then? You're great, although Paimon couldn't really taste them. Are you on a low sugar diet or something, Marianne? My apologies. I made them just as I remember them, so I'm not sure if they taste all that good. Don't worry about it. At least Paimon's full now. In that case, let me take you out on a stroll. Huh? Interesting. We're somehow underground, and yet it's a flower garden that we've painstakingly taken care of. Lovely, isn't it? I've heard Basil say that caring for children is like caring for a flower. You need good soil, sufficient sunlight, frequent watering, and you can't let them grow however they want. Sounds like Basil is pretty smart. In fact, we must get rid of pests from time to time as well. Actually, Basil sounds pretty dangerous too. She's very capable of making snacks, caring for flowers. She wouldn't do that all. Maybe next I can introduce her to you. I'm caring for the flowers here all the time in hopes that some friends might come, and I might show them how they've bloomed. And well, here you are. It's a shame they aren't in bloom right now, though. We just need to water them and they'll be fine. Hide and seek, hide and seek. Where did Marianne and her friends go? To the halls of seaborn foam, to watch the sunflowers in bloom. Drops the water, sting, garden back. Sunflowers spring through the earth and grow quickly and bloom. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, that was quick. Oh, they'll be waiting for friends to arrive after all. And with your arrival, they were so excited. All they needed was a little encouragement, a little rain to get them going. So that's it is. Nature really is amazing, huh? If this exceeds the realm of amazing, do you like them? They are very beautiful, like gleaming gold. I knew you would. I love them too, after all. You're from a very, very far away place, aren't you, Zoe? What sort of flower blooms there? The flowers I wear in my hair. I thought those flowers were beautiful the moment I saw you, but I fear they'll be hard to find now. Torwin? And let us speak of other flowers. I've always been in Fontaine, and I've never gone elsewhere. That said, my friend of mine has been to Sumer. I heard from him that there are many flowers there that can't be found here. Those that grow on cliffs, ones that can only open at night. Some even grow on cacti. And that's when he realized there were no cacti in Fontaine and had to give me a separate explanation. He was always the serious sort, and he was the smartest of us when we were young. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. It must be too exciting for me, meeting new friends like this. Well, Paimon, have you seen any special flowers? Mom said dandelions come to mind. Dandelions. Oh, do you have any of the delightful seeds with you? Well, we might. Dandelions, dandelions, bloom, bloom, bloom. These seeds can easily be found on Paimon. Marianne happily plants them in the soil. Ah, yes, flowers, dandelion. Paimon thought you knew. Well, how should I put this? Dandelion flowers are made of tiny white flowers, and the white flowers have seeds on them. When the wind blows, the tiny flowers will scatter among the winds, and they will take root and sprout elsewhere, eventually creating new flowers. Cool, huh? Wow, they really are. I didn't know such a flower existed, but I have heard about something similar. Ooh, what sort of flower is that? Not a flower, but it's a story about water. In a certain place, there is a powerful body of water. Later, with disturbance, there came ripples, and droplets appeared in those ripples. Droplets had life in them. This is the life left of the. This life left the water and turned into different forms. But throughout, they were all made of water, gulfs opened between them, and due to these differences, each drop of life was very weak, but each was beautiful in its own way. The dandelions you spoke of, Paimon, they remind me a lot of a story. A flower that was once that was once united as one would be separated and would bloom, and each piece would become itself. A single drop of water is weak and will dry up easily. Together they will be strong, and yet they will no longer be themselves. Is that how it is with dandelions too? I think that's a good thing. Paimon doesn't really get it. What do you think? People can unite and yet maintain their personhood. Can they really? I think I understand where you're coming from, Azorlin. What are you talking about? Sounds like what happened to Al, Chu, and two others. To others, they melted into one, turning into that big bubble. Yes, I still remember. Well, it might be meaningless to say this now. Let's have a little walk again, shall we? Ah, yes, I can take you to see our dog. Yes, he's a silly dog that's always accompanying me, and that's also... I wonder if she's an ocean nerd, sort of like our friend from before. I thought she was about to step off a cliff. It doesn't seem though. Probably he's feeding time. Noble Miss, it's an honor to receive food from you. My pleasure to see you again as well, Miss Marianne. Oh, you good doggy. Good doggy? And how do you do, dear little miss? Well, thanks for being polite and all that. And what's going on? I don't know, but this can't be Morai. He has always kept me company. This man's been wrong about all the dogs we look like. Yeah, don't fuss over the details too much. Water can take any shape, and life can choose what form it must take. This, however, has nothing to do with its essence. That is a different matter. Didn't Al say something similarly weird? I've heard something similar said, that a body is a prison that restricts evolution, and that person was once a child like all the others. We and many others heard him tell many stories about how life was originally formless like water, and how there were no barriers between souls, thus allowing them to compose an endless story. Many have forsaken their bodies, for if water can be withdrawn from blood, so too can it be drawn from what is form. But if you were to try to sprinkle water on the blackened dust that remains, it will not become blood again. Yeah? I remember something, even though I really didn't want to. How much do you remember, Anne? I don't know. There's just this flood of feelings and scenes, happy words and anger ones. I'm not sure. I understand. You go first, all right? And remember, be a good dog. Understood. See you, Miss Marianne. See you, dear guests. This is bad. Number of things that don't make sense just keep going up. If we hadn't seen the dog, I would have forgotten all this stuff already. Didn't we say we were going to rescue Princess Lyris? That's right. My apologies. There is no Princess Lyris. Princess here. Only us. Today we were simply fortunate to receive guests. But this is the end of the past. She has to be here. But Marianne said, so that's gotta mean that one of you is mistaken, right? What is Erwin? I really want to hear what I have to say. Anne and Marianne. Of course, you got the bigger brain here. Don't you? Paimon, all we experienced so far was just a story. But didn't we team up with Narcissus and Avenger team to defeat Narcissus? Was that real? Think about it for a moment, Pi. Is there even a Narcissus kingdom amongst the 7 nations? You're right, Paimon didn't think of that. The Avenger team up with it. Or Jack, the two of us in our adventure, they were all just characters in a story? No, that can't be. Paimon can't accept that. We encounter all kinds of stuff along the portal and the tower. There's a lot of stuff that wouldn't fit in if it was just a story. You know, like how there was no holy blade mentioned at the start, and how the tower still had monsters and bubble formations inside it. Paimon, I think I understand what Azarlan is trying to say. Something that happened after we ascended the tower, things outside of the realm of the story. Isn't that right? Accurately, those parts of the story have not yet been written. Oh, so the Holy Blade Narcissus, those were still inside the stories, just they hadn't been arranged correctly yet. Sometimes it's hard to imagine anyone who would create such a huge building just for a story. I believe the structure already existed. It was just used as a setting for the story. That means the thing I recalled along the way were things that happened here before, and I'm I'm just a character in the story? You're not merely a character. The fact that you can think about this means that you can remember it. But if that's the case, who is Anne? I am Anne. I must rescue Princess Lyris. Alright, Zorwing, Paimon, and dearest Anne, our time is up. I enjoyed our time together, but I'm afraid it's time for you to leave. Why did you have to say it was fiction if you already knew? Spare a thought for Anne's feelings, at least. Your vision blurs and you suddenly feel weightless as the temperature of the once warm air plunges rapidly. What happened? What happened? But... Shh, there's no need to say anything, Anne. I once heard my best friend tell a story about a beautiful princess trapped in a high tower. Before you arrived, I had a dream. I dreamed that I was a small, brave ocean nid, and we set out to save the princess. And perhaps there are princesses in this world and dragons too, but I also know that there are worlds of fair are rarely this simple. Why would a dragon be concerned with a princess after all? After waking up, I would find this dream laughable, yet nostalgic. Every time I thought about it, you remember now, Anne. No, there has to be some other way if I can save Princess Lyris. Then what of my birth? My only wish, did they have no meaning? Don't say that, Anne. Your birth was a beautiful accident. As things stand, I can only wish for you to live on for your own sake. Go, see the world, see how it's changed these past years. I wish for you to have your own soul, memories, personality, and wishes. I wish for you to be the master of your own fate, and to experience all the beauty of the real world. Can you do that for me? It was a pleasure to meet you at Zorwing Paimon, and it was my pleasure to meet you too, Anne. With the Anne is our tomb. I do not wish for you to linger here. Anne, what are you saying that? Can't we find a way to help you? Can't we? I sense that you are good-hearted and powerful indeed. Thank you, Paimon, Zorwing. I'm just someone who sometimes enjoys dreaming of lovely adventures and wonderful futures. But I know what happened in the past. I already know that there's no going back. In the real world, everything has already ended, so this is for world. Oh. Go with the flow. I'm sorry, Knight Zorwing, Paimon. I had already started to feel that some things were off earlier in the adventure. As it led me off the story's track, I started to understand and recall some things. I still want to rescue Princess Lyra. That is the reason for which I was born. I want to save her and bring this story to a happy end. I mean, I don't even know who she is. I only know that she's a gentle, lovely princess trapped to Narcissus' invasion. Boring Nan, at least had fun while traveling with the adventure team, right? Zorwing, did you know that things would turn out this way? No, I thought we could help Anne. Oh, if that's the case, we can still help Anne. Emma didn't understand anything Marianne said there at the end, did you? I sort of did. I could sense that she was speaking of something terrible that had happened in the past. Well, Emma feels like that's unfair, not just to you, Anne, but to us too. That's why we've got to find out what happened. At least if we do, we can come up with some sort of plan. Whether it be saving the princess or figuring out what Marianne said or whatever, we just want to help you, Anne. Isn't that right? We'll find a way. Okay. Still, if this is all just a story, then the one thing Paimon doesn't get. What role do we play? I can't be sure, but I think we're most likely an accident. That's why we can bring this story to an end. Not Paimon gets it, so that's why Anne found us and brought us into this story. Might not have thought about it, Anne, but since we've been able to knock the story off course, that means we've opened up all sorts of unknown possibilities. Isn't that right? You could say that. Thank you, Knight Azorwing. Thank you, Paimon. So I also need your help, man. And since we need to continue our adventure, well, can you think of anything that could help us figure out what to do next? Think. Memories contain a place known as Narcissus Ordo. This place appears to have very deep connections to past events. Narcissus Kingdom adventure team, they seem connected, alright? Have any idea where this Ordo might be? Oh, that's alright. You're very expensive interest. Get it found, we'll find it. If she no longer dreams of it.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Another pineapple slice. A friendly check with Virgil. Obtain the holy blade that might defeat King. Game to save the infringers life. Return to the kingdom. Defeat the local agent. And okay, so it's a Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, and in Wonderland. Read the tale of Narcissus. Oh? Was that? That was not there earlier. Well. I suppose there will be more adventures next time. Until then, darlings. Actually, not quite.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Whirling snow!
Storm the front!
Supporting fire! Fire it up!
Confess!
Don't get too close!
Bring it on!
My apologies! Impossible!
Fire it up! I got you covered!
Whirling snow!
It hurts! Get moving!
Embrace the ice!
Check this out!
Strike!
Fracture!
I have to remember not to be in a dangerous position when I stop video.
Don't get too close!
Take flight!
It hurts! Confess!
Supporting fire!
My apologies! Sakami Sato Art! Sumetsu!
That!
Check this out!
Quiver! No turning back! Take flight!
I'm absolutely.
Fire it up! Here's backup!
Flash! My apologies!
Ka!
Bring it on!
A lot of
Check this out!
I'm absolutely switching teams. That's a good question. What would be a good game? I always call this one like a very powerful game. Oh, Ito's very powerful. More me. Gonna temporarily switch Ito in.
Step aside. Ito's back in town.
Physical damage. Shield strength. It's water. We have Animo, Electro, Geo, and
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Illusion shattered! Here come the fireworks!
Bam! Oh, coming through! Let's roll!
Shine down! Time for electro!
The wind knows me.
Attaboy!
Goldfish down!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
There is no escape!
Who wants some of this? Let's roll! Hey, I wasn't ready!
Shine down!
The wind knows me.
Fire hazard! Illusion
Bam!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
Fizzled out.
Let's roll! Attaboy!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds up.
Shine down!
Okay, that one hurt.
One with nature.
Odie coming through! Let's roll!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
As one with wind and cloud.
This is the end.
A mystic reprise!
Who wants some of this?
Okay. Alright. I've been seeing that thing off in the distance. I hadn't quite realized how powerful it was. Beat the local legend, Vinny of the Lake. Vinian. Well, defeating legends is what we do. Can you hear? Now, truly. Until next time. Bye.